So today I'll be giving a presentation on the importance of healthy food options on college campuses. So why should college campuses implement healthy food options? So first off, an adult's eating habits stem from those practiced during their formative college years, as this is a critical period and is often the first time many young adults are making food choices on their own. Most college students are not meeting dietary and physical activity guidelines, and that can be really detrimental to many young adults who actually continue to grow during their collegiate years, and that's mostly males in this regard. Collegiate eating habits contribute to the growing obesity epidemic in America. It is actually reported that during the first year in college, students' overweight and obesity rates increased to more than 15%. So my thesis is that university years are a critical period for developing the eating habits we rely on for the rest of our lives. Therefore, it is vital that college campuses provide students with the necessary resources to ensure optimal health for students not only during their college years, but for the rest of their lives. So who are the stakeholders in the audience for this? So of course, college students who are eating at the dining facilities on their campuses, as well as those parents of college students who most of the time are paying for those meal plans. And of course, their top priority is their children's health. And then the university dining services at universities and campuses, because they're the ones that can actually implement these healthy choice options in dining halls. And then the University of Admissions are also a key stakeholder in this, because it was reported that actually in October 2015 that nearly 1 in 5 or 18% of potential college applicants indicated a college health and wellness offerings were likely or extremely likely to alter the decision of whether to apply to that college. And actually 23% felt that access to such offerings would be absolutely essential when deciding where to apply. And especially among females, females reported that 51% deemed it either absolutely essential or very important to have healthy food options on their college campus. So what is currently being done? So currently there's a partnership for a healthier America. An organization has formed partnerships with colleges across the country to improve college campus nutrition. Partnership for Healthy America was developed by First Lady Michelle Obama, and the PHA is a nonpartisan nonprofit organization that is led by some of the nation's most respected health and childhood obesity experts. This partnership focuses on working with the private sector to ensure the health of our nation's youth by solving the childhood obesity crisis. So what they've done is partnered with colleges across the country, and partners of the PHA must apply 23 of the 41 available recommendations over a 3-year period. So various recommendations include providing trained food and nutrition professionals on campus, making free water readily available, offering at least one wellness meal at each meal offered, offering at least 5 types of fruit, 5 types of vegetables, and 2 100% whole grain products at every meal, and so on. So there's just a wealth of options that campuses can apply, and they don't even have to do all of them, just 23 out of 41, and it can be over a slow 3-year period. So what evidence is there? So North Carolina State University was one of the first to meet all 3 of those 23 guidelines by implementing things such as offering dietitian's dish wellness meal at breakfast, lunch, and dinner, healthier food and beverage items identified in vending machines, convenience stores, and dining facilities on their campus, and making free water available at all dining and recreational facilities. The University of Toronto has also implemented healthy food options, as most college students' diets are low in fruits and vegetables and high in calories, sugar, fat, and sodium. So the researchers from the University of Toronto created a cross-sectional study to examine whether messaging encouraged fruit, vegetable, and water intake and could influence habits of their university students. So the study was conducted in a dining center at the University of Toronto, and the campus offered a wide variety of entrees and soups, featured a salad and a fruit bar, and had sides, desserts, and a ton of beverage options. So the first part of the intervention encouraged students to choose water as their beverage by using physical activity calorie equivalent, which is known as PACE labeling, which basically just tells you the amount of minutes of jogging that would be required to burn off the amount of calories in different food and beverages. And then the second part of the intervention was hanging posters in select locations and dining halls to promote fruit and vegetable consumption. So after this data was collected, was actually collected prior to this experiment and after, and the results showed that labeling with PACE reduced the intake of sugar-sweetened beverages and increased the intake of water in students. And then there was a significant increase in fruit and vegetable consumption as well. So as a result, these results from a university dining hall setting are promising, and particularly regarding the PACE labeling. So the University of Toronto plans to repeat these interventions to promote increased fruit, vegetable, and water consumption in all dining areas across their campus. So one of the main counter-arguments, and really one of the only counter-arguments against implementing healthier food on campus, is the expense of it. And the colleges are incorrectly allocating their money for dining services, spending money on things like new dining facilities, and like big buffets, which are driving up the prices of meal plans and increasing obesity. For example, for the last academic year, the average cost of room and board for a student living on campus at a private nonprofit school was $11,000, $188, from $7,434, and that all includes the meal plan, which is insanely high. And so the price of a typical college dining hall contract has jumped 47% in the last decade, but the overall food costs across the nation rose only 26% over that same period. So clearly there's something missing there if meal plans are jumping up way more than the food costs in our country. For this reason, it's not only driving up the meal prices for meal plans on campuses, but it's also making students feel like they have to eat more in order to get their money's worth, which is contributing to obesity. So what are some recommendations for having a healthier campus? Well, just like the University of Toronto and North Carolina State University implemented, you could provide access to free water across campus, healthier food and beverage options, and vending machines across campus. You can also offer free health and nutritional forums and classes in areas like the rec, and also implement educational posters in dining halls like the University of Toronto did. So in conclusion, college campuses nurture the next generation of parents, teachers, coaches, and more. So it is vital that colleges and universities offer students, faculty, and staff with healthier food choices that ensure their own success as well as the success of and health of future generations. And here's my works cited. Thank you.